This is the 6th video in the series titled Scientists R Stupid. Scientists are stupid. Scientists will either overlook, they will refuse to accept, or they will refuse to even consider the most obvious and common sense things. Many scientists feel they should not bother talking to anyone who is not a scientist. Nor should they bother considering any idea that does not originate with a scientist. Everyone has the right to do what they want. If scientists want to be stupid, that is their choice to make. Except for one problem. The job of the scientist is the public good. According to the creator of this video, the stupidity of scientists is so great that it poses a danger to the public good. This series of videos is dedicated to correcting the stupidity that scientists have told the public to believe. Hopefully, the embarrassment scientists might feel at their stupidity being corrected in front of the entire world will motivate them to open their minds and perhaps motivate them to be more willing to listen to people and ideas they would normally refuse to listen to. With that introduction, the subject of this video can begin. Western medicine claims to have a complete understanding of how the human body works. Western medicine also claims to have the best and most complete range of healthcare available in the modern day. The claims of Western medicine are false. According to happy theory, Western medicine has a number of flaws. This video is about one of those flaws. Discussion of this particular flaw in Western medicine requires some basic knowledge from the science of physics. The science of physics can be defined as the analysis of nature in order to find out how the universe behaves. One of the concepts developed for the science of physics is the concept of a force. A force is defined as anything that can cause a mass to accelerate. In everyday language, a force is anything that can make an object move. A living human body is constantly moving. In the language of physics, those moving parts of the human body are masses that are being accelerated by forces. Where do the forces that accelerate the mass of the human body come from? It seems obvious that the forces that accelerate the mass of the human body must be generated and applied by the human body itself. Forces are not only involved in the movements of the human body. Forces are also involved in the processes inside of the human body that keep a human being alive. According to happy theory, the heart, the lungs, the liver, the stomach, and every other internal part of the human body move by some amount as part of the process of keeping a human being alive. The movement of each of those internal parts of the body is also caused by a force generated by the human body accelerating the mass of those internal parts of the body. The forces that are generated and applied to the internal parts of the body can fluctuate. It is the nature of a fluctuating system that there is some level of each of the factors that influence the system that is associated with the peak performance or optimum functioning of the system. That means there must be some level of the forces generated by and flowing through the human body that is associated with the peak performance of the internal parts of the body that keep a human being alive. Or in medical terminology, there must be a level of forces generated by and flowing within the human body that is associated with the optimum state of health for a human body. According to happy theory, that certain level of force generated by and flowing within the human body is one of the baseline indicators of the health of a human body, like a normal blood pressure reading or a normal heart rate is one of the baseline indicators of the health of a human body. Any change to the optimum level of force generation and flow within the human body would be an indication of a possible health problem, just like any change in the normal blood pressure or any change in the normal heart rate is an indication of a possible health problem. It was previously stated that Western medicine claims to completely understand how the human body works. If that claim is true, then Western medicine must know everything there is to know about the influence that the generation and flow of forces within the human body has on the health of the human body, and Western medicine must also know everything there is to know about treating any changes to the normal generation and flow of forces within the human body. Except they don't. Investigation of Western medicine will reveal that Western medicine makes no mention of the generation and flow of forces along certain pathways within the human body, or their influence on the state of health of the human body. Why? Because scientists are stupid. Scientists invented the science of physics, and they invented the concepts of force, mass, and acceleration. Scientists stated that those concepts apply to everything in the universe. The human body is an object in the universe, isn't it? So why haven't scientists applied the concept of forces to the health of the human body? It has to be because scientists are stupid. Scientists have applied the concepts of force, mass, and acceleration to everything else on the planet Earth. But for some reason, scientists never applied those concepts to the movements of the internal parts of the human body involved in the health of the human body. I mean, really, how stupid can you be? You invent something and apply it to everything in the world except the most important thing there is, the health of your own body. What makes the situation even worse, and further highlights exactly how stupid scientists are, is that there are people who know all about how the generation and flow of forces within the human body affects the health of the human body, and these people have been trying to tell scientists what they know for decades. But scientists are so pathetically stupid, they can't understand what these people have to say, because the people use a different nomenclature to discuss the generation and flow of forces within the human body than the nomenclature scientists are used to. Since scientists seem to be unable to translate the nomenclature of these helpful people into the physics-based nomenclature that the scientists are familiar with, this video will do the job for them. Hundreds of years ago, Asian people developed the science of acupuncture. The science of acupuncture uses a particular nomenclature or naming system to discuss its beliefs. Acupuncturists believe that the human body is covered with what they have named channels. These channels are said to carry what they have named energy. The practice of acupuncture is based on knowing where the channels in the human body are and what amounts of energy being generated by the body and flowing through those channels constitutes an optimum state of health. Scientists have refused to accept the science of acupuncture because scientists cannot find any evidence of channels in the human body, nor have they been able to find any evidence of energy flowing through the human body. But then they wouldn't, because scientists are stupid. According to happy theory, scientists are too stupid to realize that what acupuncturists refer to as energy is what the science of physics refers to as forces. The channels that the acupuncturists describe are patterns of force flow within the human body, which is why the stupid scientists cannot find evidence of the channels. A force can flow through anything. A force does not need an actual physical channel to flow through. A force is like the vibration of loud music. The vibration of loud music can go right through the skin and muscle on the outside of the body, into the inside of the body, and cause the inside of the body to vibrate. Forces can flow right through the body just like the vibrations of loud music can. That's why scientists cannot find any evidence of channels inside of the human body. The channels do not actually physically exist. The channels are like the currents in a body of water. There is no container forcing a current of water to stay within certain boundaries, but the current of water behaves as if it is constrained within boundaries anyways. This video has clearly demonstrated why the stupidity of scientists poses a danger to society. Because scientists are too stupid to translate the nomenclature of acupuncture into the nomenclature of modern physics, scientists are unaware of the influence of the generation and flow of forces within the human body on the health of the human body. Since the normal generation and flow of forces within the human body is one of the basic indicators of the health of a human body according to happy theory, patients of Western medicine are being put in danger because the normal generation and flow of forces within the body of the patient is never checked by the Western medicine practitioner to see if they are within healthy parameters.